date if we can. That'd be super cool.
That's awesome. You're talking about January anyway, and I think that's what we're shooting for, so.
Perfect. All right, we're going to move on from your band and talk about some other bands, but I do want to say one last thing. Dying Oath, check them out. Go to their Facebook page, like their page. They got over 10,000 fans on there, I think, something like that. So you guys know what's up. You guys are doing great things, and I love it. There's a band called Jax Diaries that came out with the song middle of November, and we haven't played it yet on the podcast, so I definitely want to play them on the podcast. I talked to you before we started recording. I was going to say shooting it, but recording the podcast. And I guess you heard them for the first time today before I even mentioned them to you.
I did, and I actually really like this band, so I'm excited to hear the song.
So Jax Diaries, they're a band from Italy. Jackson, the whole band is super, super awesome. They're managed by Sam McIntosh, who owns Diamond Noise Agency. And what I love about them is every single one of their songs that they come out with almost sounds different. There's a similarity also, it's the same band, but they try to make it diverse, and they really know what it's like to have that radio sound. So their new video, they came out with it, I think might have been November 19th in Italy, but I think it was November 18th here in the United States. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's correct. Every single song they have is awesome. So you're more of a metalhead, and they used to be Jackson was in a metal band prior to joining Jax Diaries. So do you also like some radio hard rock as well?
I actually like all genres. Believe it or not, the blues is actually my favorite genre, so I like a little bit of everything.
I'm going to start playing country music on here.
I mean, if that's your thing, man, I'm all about it.
It's not my thing, but I want to do it anyways. And the first country band I play, I'm going to hit you up and make you do the podcast with me.
That will be entertaining.
This girl hates country music. She grew up on farms in the hills of Virginia. And she's going to... And then you better say nice things about the band, too. You can't talk shit about them.
Oh, I will. I'm very good at finding the good things about things,
As as kind of a promoter, not really, but kind of promoting bands or artists, I think it's important to kind of do everything. Someone told me once, pick a niche and stick with it. And my niche is music. It's not just one style of music.
Yeah, why do you have to put yourself in a box? I don't feel that you should have to.
No, I think I can play whatever I want. If it sounds good, I'm going to play it. I know I said that before on the podcast, and I'll say it again. If it sounds good, I'm going to fucking play it. But so Jax Diaries' new song that just came out, it is called Fury Roads, and then in parentheses, it's called Boom Boom. So, super cool. Everyone needs to check these guys out. We're going to play them right now. Jax Diaries, Fury Roads.
I just want
There you go. Fury Roads by Jax Diaries, also labeled Boom Boom. Could you hear that song pretty good over the Zoom call?
Yeah, it was awesome. I enjoyed that a lot, actually.
Yeah, they have such great energy. Their music video shows their energy. I love their remake of, what is it? What's that song called? By the Backstreet Boys, Backstreet's Back All Right.
Are you serious?
Yeah, have you not heard that?
No, I'm going to check that out right after.
Oh my God. No, seriously. They call it JD's Back for Jax Diaries Back instead of Backstreet's Back. Whatever the name of that song is. Anyways, they have a music video for it. It's on YouTube. It is awesome. This song's awesome. Came Down and Said Hi is awesome. All their songs are awesome. So, and Sam McIntosh does a great job of managing them. And Sam's just an awesome guy. And, Sam's going to be on December 15th. We call it 4 bands that slam with Sam. This time it might only be 3 bands. I'm not sure. We kind of discussed that a little bit. So looking forward to that podcast. Okay, how do you know Jared Evans from Below 7? Because that dude is awesome.
Through mutual friends, actually. I used to play with a guy named Coy, who was really good friends with Jared, and they had done some stuff together in the past. And whenever I started playing with Coy, I started talking to Jared, and we've talked ever since then. We've shared a couple stages together with different bands and whatnot. And he's a really good guy with a lot of good advice.
He just seems like he has a really good heart, He really does. And when you talk to him and then you hear him sing, it's like 2 different Jareds, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, when he gets on that stage, he absolutely unleashes the beast. When he's at home, he's like the family man, the sweet guy that, is the best friend to everybody. But when he gets on that stage, it's like he just breaks down the walls.
Yeah, no, he really does. Their song that they have, the FU and YM2, is like probably one of my favorite songs I've ever heard in my life. Just because, and I said they're going on a cruise ship tour. I said, you gonna play that song on a cruise ship? He was like, yep. And I was like, I should have asked, what kind of cruise ship is it? Like, is it like a young singles cruise ship, or is there gonna be old ladies there also?
They'll like it too. I mean, old ladies love Jared, so that's fine.
What stages so you guys are a fairly new band with your band. Have you guys done a lot of shows? Because a year and a half, COVID happened.
I think we've done like 15 shows. And yeah, we've covered a lot of ground in a year and a half, dude. I mean, a lot. So we have 10,000 followers already in less than a year. It's been crazy. I don't even know how it happened, to be honest. It's a blur.
Do you get those followers, I guess, from doing the concerts and playing the shows?
Shows, podcasts, interviews, a little bit of everything. Any kind of content that you can put out will get you new fans. So content.
So when your band does other podcasts, but how many podcasts have you guys done?
As a band, I think we've done maybe 3, and I've done a couple of others on the side, because usually they just contact the singer, So
they're probably nothing like my podcast, I would assume. Or are they the same? Do we ask the same fucking questions? Like, everyone has the same goddamn thing, like, how long have you been a band? What does your band mean? How'd you get the name? Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I think that you're always going to get, like, the same sets of questions, but I think that shows like this, man, you're so eclectic. Like, you're all over the place, and I absolutely love that. It's the chaos that attracted me to this. I just wanted to know, like, the inner workings of what's going on in Sebastian's head.
Yeah, Sam McIntosh asked me one time, he goes, do you prepare for your podcast? And I was like, nah. Not really. I kind of write stuff down as the song goes on, but I think, if you just have like a set list of questions and you just...
Boring.
It is boring. I think also I've talked to some other band managers or artist managers where their musical talent group, whoever it is, winds up going on and they have like scripted responses almost to scripted questions. Have you dealt with any of that? Or are they pretty much just authentic to the band?
I think a lot of times it is very scripted because people are so scared about saying the wrong thing or whatever, especially in this day and time, everybody gets butthurt about everything. So it's like people try to keep it scripted, but when you're in a band with five guys, I'm sorry, but we're going to screw that shit up from time to time. Like we try to keep it very professional, but sometimes we get a little out of line. We're a metal band. I don't know what you expect.
On one of the last podcasts I did with a band I'm actually in, David, Tony, and me, Oscar and the Birdman. I labeled the name of that. I think it was like number 61 or 62. Fuck this band. and we talked about retards and jerking off gay guys on the south side while doing heroin. So
That's
there you
fantastic.
fucking go. There, and people are super sensitive nowadays, but I think people are sensitive. The media makes it seem like people are more sensitive. But honestly, I think people are not as sensitive and do have more of a sense of humor by the masses. I think just the few sensitive people make more noise than the people that don't give a fuck.
I agree because we don't give a fuck. We stay out of it because we really don't care. We're just doing our own shit. So
yeah, one of my buddies called me. He goes, "Man, that fucking podcast you did, dude. Did you lose your shit?" Like he was like serious, and like the whole time I'm laughing. Like I'm laughing, but I guess David does such a good job of not breaking character that it really sounded like I was laughing at him. I guess I don't know. It was, and our band really. It's not like a band like metal or rock. It's kind of a very experimental, not great, but we like it because we're in the band. So like it's just the two of us, and it's just like he's a producer, and on some of the songs I do a little bit of drumming, and then I do all the vocals. And what's funny about that is I can't sing at all.
yeah, man, me either.
Well, you can sing. You can sing. No, I'm not I cannot, if you held a note, my wife even asked me one time, "Are you tone deaf?" And I was like,
oh, damn.
No, I can hear tones. I just can't,
Maybe.
I can't mimic them. I cannot mimic a tone to save my life. Like if you did a or B or I'm sure you can sing as well as scream, right? Like you can hold a note.
Yes, I was classically trained before I could ever scream.
Let's try it right now. Do like a A or B or fucking C or F or whatever the fuck they're called.
Just any of the letters.
Do any of the fucking. If there's a Z, do a fucking Z. Watch. I'm gonna try to match it. We're gonna see how horrible I am right here, right now, on the fucking podcast. Let's go.
Oh, this is gonna be good. Okay, you ready?
Fuck yeah, I am. Oh no.
Hey, that was good.
No. Okay. Now you got to hold it out for like